Hello YouTube and welcome to the dojo. You're here with Samurai Man, and today we have the first edition Vehicon that is now exclusively at Toys R Us in America. Woo! So, very happy to get this guy. Now my second Vehicon I own, so I do have a little bit of a troop build going on. As you can see, he's got a nice, very dark, I guess, I don't know, bluish or purple in it. But it definitely is a very nice dark color. Nice rims, silver. Love the little separation of color there. It's not all just one block. He's also got these nice little paint apps here. He's got the Decepticon symbol. He's got a nice, I don't know what you call these because this is part of the grill, so I guess it's just like a purple grill, not even lights. Here, got the cool tail lights. That's right, these are tail lights, not back headlights. Also, he's got these same detailings on the side. And he does come with his little blaster here. You can put it in here, and he's got one on each side. Let's get him transformed. Transform this guy. Let's just start by pulling his arms out, or what will be his arms. It's the back tires, and you see this whole section just exploded right here. And that's fine with me. It makes it easier for transformation. If you get everything all pulled out at once, works for me. So we'll just take these arms, or what will be the arms, untab them. You got a little tab right there. Untab them, and then kind of just pull out. He's got a hinge here. You just kind of want to wiggle it out free. We'll unfold the hands, which are right here. Just unfold it out. Fold in the window. Kind of got like a knockout thing going on where you just have to fold in the doors together and the window, and that kind of just makes the arm. So do it on both sides. Untab it. Pull it free. Unfold the hand, which is on a hinge. It just folds in and out. There's no wrist swivel or anything. And the legs, they actually transform really weird. You kind of have to unfold them in a few ways. See here, there's a tires here. Hinge, just move it up. There's two hinges at the knee. You have to unfold it twice. And then move this here, this bumper section. Just pull it out of the way. And it takes this whole front section out of the way, also the front of the car. And then what you want to do is just take this whole grill section and bring it forward. See? And that's going to make the heel spur. This is basically the heel spur right here. His feet are a bit tricky to get out as you pull it forward. Legs face this way. A lot of folding to do, a lot of panels. Just got to clear them out of the way. There you go. So we'll bring this part up. It's on a hinge. We'll fold this in, and there, that'll make a bit more clearance just because there is a lot of back kibble on this guy. And here we have him with his legs out, with heel spurs. Oh my lord, I love heel spurs. You guys know me. If there's one thing I like, it's heel spurs. Every figure needs a heel spur. Because the whole point of owning these figures is to show them off on your shelf. And it's really hard to do when they keep falling down. So anyways, you want to take this torso section, bring it out. And this is a bit tricky. Bring his head out like that. Kind of angle it upwards. And then just bring this forward, and at the same time, bring his head up. Yeah, so it's a bit tricky, but you want to bring his head up. It's on a slider. And then there you go. There it is. Now here comes the tricky part. Move the hands or arm sections out of the way completely. And then get his... Let's see if we can do this. There we go. It's not as bad as I make it sound. And then you just want to bring up these arm sections. Bring them up. And then just make sure the torso bit's pushed in all the way. There you go. And then you kind of just angle the back kibble the way you want it. So there you go, just kind of out of the way. I don't think there's no peg or anything. You can take these wheels and just bring them down. If you move them out, you can fold his arm a bit more out. And there we go. There he is, transformed and ready to get killed in battle, as always. So what you want to do is just basically transform his hand back into vehicle mode. Fold his hand back in. And then take the gun. He's got this little peg right there. And he's got two holes. He's got one right at the bottom part of the door and one right here at the top right by the hand. So there he has the bottom gun, which looks okay. But what I like doing is sticking in at the top one, which is a bit tricky just because his hand does get in the way. I mean, they did mold the gun around the hand, so it just tabs in very lightly. But it does stay. See? This looks much better. It comes out of the hand. So that's what I like to do. As you can see, beautiful silver paint. And he's got a little bit of black on top. He's got these cool little spiky ear things coming out. He's got the awesome clearish pink visor going on with some light piping. Kind of hard to see, but you can kind of see it right there. And he's got that sleek inward look just like the RID version. The only difference is the RID kind of had like cheekbone things protruding out, while this one's just like straight in. He's also got that clear plastic, but instead of having silver, he's got black underneath with the Decepticon logo. Looking fantastic. Articulation, he has a nice little hinge right here. His arm goes up and down. That's for transformation. You could rotate his arm 360. It's not on a ball joint though, but it still works out because it can go in and out. I mean, that much. Good enough for me. And then he's got a hinge at the elbow. As you can see, it's kind of weird the way the hinge works. He's got a double hinge actually, and it's at the bicep and the elbow. And it's also part transformation, the way they just kind of linked it up right there. It's two separate pieces though. Hands can go in and out. And no up or down because it's on a hinge. His legs can go out. That's on a ball joint. He's got a nice swivel, the thigh. Always appreciated. Knees bend. Feet. Well, I mean, look at his feet. They got some weird stuff going on. Got some waist swivel. Not much. You can only go about that much. It's like kind of angled a bit, as you can see. But that's still something. And his toes, feet, whatever, in and out, up and down. His wheels go up and down, so that's cool. I mean, if you want to have them up there, that's fine. If you want to have them down here, that's fine too. Both is good, both is good. Actually, really nice up-looking motion. Not so much down, but up is very well done. It can turn, but it's just such a weirdly shaped head that it's just a challenge to turn it just because, like, look at its shape. It's not round. Since I have here my RID Voyager class Starscream. Transform back, we'll just start by taking these arms down. We'll bring up the chest, and what you want to do here is just make sure you can clear his head through the chest, which is actually a bit of a challenge. So there we go. Bring the head down first, and just at the same time you want to kind of just push his head down and bring the chest back. Fold it in. There we go. And you have that done. Then just take his feet. Fold his feet in, then bring this whole section down, the heel spurs and all, just bring it completely downward. Turn his legs facing inward, and this is actually kind of weird. You want to take his legs and then just bring them up, and then bring them down. This one is actually really tight. This, my guy's left leg. Tight. See, there you go. So you want to do that, bring it up, bring it down, and then knee joint come up. See, this one was much easier, but his other leg just really tight. Then bring down these wheels. So that way the panels match up. So you see, there's his legs done. Put his wheels back in place right here. We'll do that on both sides. So put that back in place. So here comes the tricky part. Bring his arms down. Move these panels all out of the way if you can. And what you have to do is kind of angle his arms so that way all this back kibble can get around him. This whole section is bring around. You just have to clear it. There you go. See? It's not as bad as I make it sound. It's just, it's inconvenient. You just have to make sure those panels are not in the way or else it's just not going to fit right. So do that. Bring this up. And then, yeah, you got to unfold the panels. I already did that just so I could show you to get them out of the way. Then we got to do the arms. What you want to do is just, so you can see, take this whole panel of the door, bring it down. Same thing with the window. Bring it up. Fold in the hand, then just take it and swivel it back into place. Do the same thing on both sides. Fold down the door, or at least piece of the door, fold down that piece of the door, fold this window piece up, fold the hand in, and then swivel the arm back into place. And there's a little peg to hold it together, so you just push it back into that peg. Fold down the arm so that way they match up. And get the legs all right. There's no pegs here, as you can see. Nothing connects it together. Peg holes here with tabs up here. And you just, that's what holds it together. It holds it together very well, so you don't have to worry. Like at first I was like, oh, that doesn't have any, nothing holds it together except for that. But it works out very well. It does hold it very securely, so there's no worries. There's no worries. So let's just get everything into place for the moment of truth. That's the thing about the first edition figures. They had a lot of panels to work around, and I guess I could see why they redid the RID ones. They definitely have much smoother transformations, but the detail in the first editions, depending on which ones, are better. And here we have him back in his vehicle mode. Looking awesome with his really huge spoiler. Like, this is very big. Like a shark fin. You see it and you're like, get out of the highway! You know, just whatever. This has been Samurai Man. I want you all to have a great day.